work that I'm doing. This past year, I was able to work with many districts all over the world, and we are going to the next level. Certain districts have been able to increase the report card grade from an F to a B, from a D to an A, and also we have gotten a couple of schools off the CSI list. Now, my next stage is I want to take schools and make them become national blue ribbon schools. So once again, if you would like to go to that next level, hey, just inbox me, reach out to me, and we can make it work. I'm excited. This work I'm doing is blessing schools all over the world. So if you want to be that next national blue ribbon school, hey, reach out and let's go ahead and do the work. And also with that, I got 2 dynamic books that I have that schools are picking up as we speak. And man, these are blessing your school. One is on school transformation, and the other one is on for parents and teachers and principals to come together as one for student success. If you can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it?
Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
Easy. It was productive. It was exciting. We will never leave Mr. Hurt's advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores just go through the roof, because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom.
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Sean Hurt, your school turnaround specialist, with my Saturday morning podcast. And we have a dynamic topic on this morning. We're going to talk about the essential pre-service professional development training for the beginning of the year. The professional development training that you need from the beginning of the year. So give me 2 minutes as I get all of my Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, all of my social media friends in. And when you come in, hit that share button and let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you are coming from. I am excited on this morning. I got so much to share. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. You know how I am. You know how I am. We call ourselves the Super Saturday. Is myself at 10, create and educate at 10:30, and Principal Kafele at 11 o'clock. So we just like to give out information to educators all over the world. I am telling you, it is blessing so many people. It's blessing so many people. I'm getting so many testimonies throughout the week, and people are saying, "Hurt, we are being blessed. We are being blessed by the information that you are sharing, So I'm just so happy with that. So give me about 30 more seconds as I go ahead and get my Twitter people in there. Always say, "Hurt, come on, you forget about me." And like I said, I'm just excited regarding this topic. This topic is a very important topic. We know that every school in the world, every school, I don't care if you're charter, public, private, Catholic, you will have some type of pre-service. It could be for a week, it could be for 3 days, it could be for whatever amount of time, but you have pre-service. So I'm going to talk about what are the non-negotiable, what are the things as an educator that you must have. You must have during your pre-service. It's something that I haven't talked about, but we need to talk about. So once again, I'm excited. Good morning, Dr. Jeter. Good morning to you. Good morning, Real Purposeful. Good morning. Good morning, Miss September. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Williams. Yes, Miss Williams. Good morning to you. I'll be coming out of her school in a couple more weeks. I cannot wait. Good morning, Miss Chunu. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Rogers. Good morning from the Virgin Islands. Yes, I got people from the Virgin Islands. Oh, I am blessed. Good morning, Miss Willis from VA, Newport, Miss Willis. Good morning, Central Hicks, my family. Yes. Good morning, Ms. Brown. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, Fly the Missy is jumping. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me make sure I got everybody. Good morning, Dr. Principal Kafele, my man. Good morning. Much love to you. Good morning. Good morning. Much love to you. Thank you very much for all of your support. And let me make sure I got everything so we can go ahead and good morning, Kyla Rogers. Good morning. Where you from, Kyla Rogers? Tell me where you from. I need to know where you're from, Sister Rogers. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Let me know where you're from, Sister Rogers. Let me know where you're from. Tell me where you're from. Who else I got? Who else I got? I don't. You from? Where you from, Miss Rogers? Where you from? Uh-oh. Okay, hold on for 1 second. We'll make sure we got everybody in. Mr. Green in the house. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning. Want to get my feeds in, make sure everybody is good. All right. Good morning, Dr. Houston. Good morning. Good morning, Principal Kafele, Ms. Truesdale. All right, let's go ahead and just jump in it. Hit that share button. Let's show some love. Let's get this party started. Essential pre-service professional development trainings. Everybody, every school, every principal, every superintendent will have PD at the beginning of the year. So we need to talk about it. We need to make sure that we are giving the people what they want, that we are servicing everybody that we need. So one thing I always like to talk about, good morning to you, Dr. Gaskins. I'll be seeing you in a couple more weeks at the Black Educators Rock Conference. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is what is keeping you up at night? What is keeping you up at night as an educator? And that's a question I always ask for me, and I want you to put it in the chat, but this is what's keeping me up at night. And I said this last week. What are you doing with your end of the year data? What are you doing, educator? All my educators on here. What are you doing with your end of the year data? 95% of my educators are either principals, APs, coaches. You work in central office, so you're getting the data. The reason why I'm saying that is for the last 2 weeks, I am getting, because I work with schools all over the world, they are sending me their end of the year district, the end of the year state data. And what I am doing, we're sitting down and we are looking at it. We're tearing it apart. We're looking at each grade level, subject area, and we're asking the question. This is the question we are asking. What goals are we going to set for the upcoming school year to improve proficiency at least 8 to 10%? Listen to what I'm saying. What goals are we setting so we can improve reading, math, social studies, PSATs, you name it, by at least 8 to 10% increase in proficiency for the 2014-2015 school year? So the question I'm at, this is what's keeping me up at night. Are you having these conversations with me, with Create and Educate, with Principal Kafele, with Josh Tarver? Are you having these conversations? And also, if not, you need to have them ASAP. So that's what's keeping me up at night. That is what's keeping me up at night. All right. Come on, y'all. Talk to me. 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 All right. Next thing is that my upcoming events is that we have the Black Educators Rock Conference coming up on July the 18th through the 21st in Houston, Texas. Make sure you go register for the BER conference. You still have time. It's so many of the best speakers, educators all around the world will be at the conference. Yours truly will be at the conference. I will be doing a session. We got Principal Kafele, we got Create and Educate. So I don't want to start dropping names. Make sure you order. Make sure you attend that conference ASAP, okay? Make sure you attend that conference. Next is that on July the 10th, I'll be the keynote speaker for Mind Your Coaching Institute. That'll be from 11 to 4 o'clock. That's virtual. We have Dr. Matthews Calhoun, and the focus on this will be how to improve literacy at the high school, middle school, and elementary level. I'm bringing that keynote at 12 o'clock. I am bringing the fire. Yes, I am bringing the fire. I'm ready. The keynote, I cannot wait. So make sure that you're part of that lovely conference, okay? And if you need questions, the register is on my website. The last thing is that if you have not, make sure you purchase your book. I got people that are, I put a post, Miss Ashley Scott purchased my book a couple of weeks ago. She read it. She said she loved it. It blessed her. She even said, "Hurt, I am purchasing many more to give out to my friends. I got parents that need this. I got people in my district that needs this. I got church members that need this." If you are a parent, if you are a school district leader, you must pick up your copy ASAP. I'm giving strategy. See, what I'm doing is I'm bringing the schools and parents together. Schools and parents, we coming together as one. So make sure you pick it up. Last thing is that go on my social media page. I post some fire this morning. I post some information about how to stop, how to prevent teacher burnout. Yes, I put it up this morning. How to stop, how to prevent teacher burnout. And then also I put up some things about how to improve your inner city schools. So make sure you go ahead on my website. I have information. Make sure you pick it up and just use it. And also make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. I got to get my YouTube page. Listen, I got tons of videos on my YouTube page. So I'm going to stop right there and we're about to get in it. So let me take these captions off. I want to see everybody. I want to see everybody. And I need you to hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from. Hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from and share. Let's share. All right. So for all of my new people, if you're a first timer, listen, this is what we do. We just talk about educational things that's happening. We chat, we share, we call ourselves a family. We are a family. So today we're going to discuss what you need for pre-service during your professional development. I am very aware that there are certain things that your district or your management team might say, this is what you got to have. But then also, I'm going to talk about the non-negotiables. You got 3 days, you got a week, you got 2 weeks. These are the non-negotiables. These are the things you must have. Well, Hurt, why should I listen to you? You're asked the question, why should I listen to you? The reason why is this. I've been a building principal for over 16 years at a high school level, middle school level, and elementary level. I was an assistant principal. I was a coach. I was a teacher. So I wore all of these hats. So I know that if you have a boring, unfulfilled pre-service, then the school year is going to start off like that. But also, I know that if you have certain things in your pre-service that will address your school is going to go to a whole nother level. I'm going to say this again. Your school will go to a whole nother level. So I'm going to talk about the 5 important things you need to have, okay? All right? So let's go hit that share button. This is not in any order, but I'm just going to talk about it. And you say, Hurt, if I don't have it, what do I do? Well, you still got 2 months. Put it in there. Put it in there. The first thing, not say the first thing, but one thing I will talk about is this, is that effective teaching strategies and techniques. Write it down. Effective. I got my notes right. I'm reading straight from my notes. I could, write it down. Effective teaching strategies and techniques. We must equip our pre-service teachers. That's all of the teachers, staff members, parapros, all of the people that's going to be in this room with effective teaching techniques and methods. Effective teaching techniques and methods. Encourage them to analyze student behavior and learning progress patterns. Well, what do you mean by that? You got to have effective teaching techniques. You're going to have 100 kids, 35 kids, whatever that is. You're going to have all these kids coming in. I don't care how good your lesson is. I don't care what it looks like. If you cannot control the classroom, then your whole year will be miserable, and the students will know after day four. Day four. So we start school on Monday. On Thursday, they will get out all of that. Hey, this is the first couple of days, and then the day four, that's when it's going to settle in. So if you do not have techniques and strategies, then it will be a miserable 185 days in the classroom. So the first thing, if I'm a principal, I'm like, I am showing my teachers best practices in the classroom for classroom management. And not only am I showing them, but we are going through this is what I do, role playing. We're talking about it. Hold on. I'm sorry, some of my light went out. It's funny. I got these lights. Hold on, my light went out. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry about that. I got all these computers and stuff like that. Role playing for strategies that will improve student achievement inside of your classroom. The first thing is classroom management. What I did was that I would show videos of 5 to 10 minutes of classroom management. And then from there, not only would we show videos, but we would examine and we would observe and write down what it looks like. What are some of your noticings and wonderings? And then from there, we would have each teacher set up and role play during that time. Oh, Hurt, that's a lot. No, it is very effective. If you do not believe me, I have some of my former teachers. I have superstar teachers. I have Miss Reed. I saw her. She's on here. She will tell you that's what we did. We did it, and we did it. And I don't care if you was a veteran teacher, first year teacher, but we came together and we did it. Effective teaching strategies. That's the first thing. That's not one of the first things, but for me, that was the first thing, because if the classroom management is not good, then that's going to be a problem. And then not only are we talking about classroom management, but also we talked about behavior and learning patterns for our students. So I always worked in inner city schools with Black kids. So we talked and we discussed the learning patterns for inner city kids Black kids. So we read about it. So consequently, my teachers not only had the classroom management, we call them routines, but also we set up our classroom to address the needs of the students. I'm gonna write it down. We set up the classroom. We set the classroom up. We allowed movement in the classroom. We allowed certain things because I do not want my kids to be sitting down for 90 minutes, 8 hours, however it's set up, and just hear the teacher lecture. That was horrible. So now we set that classroom up in a way where kids moved. The kids was able to engage in the text. They was able to talk to what they did. All of these things. The first thing you got to do, I'm telling you, this is non-negotiable. Effective teaching techniques. How does that sound? Go ahead and give me some love. Hit that share button. Yes, I got Miss Stevens, and put it in the chat. I'm not going to rush this. I want to go slow like Luther Vandross. I'm singing love songs to all of my educators out there. We're going to go very slow. Ms. Stevens said that notices and wonderings is a highly effective strategies for training, especially if there is a chance to practice or observe classrooms that are managed well. Ms. Stevens, you are right. How do I get 35 to 40 teachers at a high level? How I do it is that we just go ahead and we look at what does successful teaching look like. A lot of times we don't have those type of conversations. We will always have those conversations. Me, Ms. Stevens, Ms. Reed, Ms. Clark, these are my teachers. We will look at what the successful teachers look like. And then we will show other teachers. We will model it. We will talk about it. We drill that during pre-service. I did not want to wait till October, November. By the time then, the classroom's out of control. You don't wait till then. We don't got 2 months or 3 months to waste. We had to do it right there during pre-service. All right. Yes, comments. See, we call this PLCs, this is a big PLC. I got educators that's commenting. Look at the comments. Next thing is that we not only did we talk about classroom management, but how do you set up a quality classroom? What does Dr. Houston, Dr. Taylor, what does a quality classroom look like? How are the seats set up? Where should the standards be at? Where should the books? How do the kids go from the hallway to the classroom? What does it look like? Hurt. I am a first-year teacher. I'm a second-year teacher. No one has sat and talked to me about the classroom setup. I just go in there, I put a couple of things up on a board, and I just go at it. No, you got to set up your classroom for success. Everybody write it down. Put it in a chat. Set up your classroom for success. I'm going to say it again. Set up your classroom for success. What does a quality classroom look like? And every year I would show videos of all of my staff. I say, listen, these are the non-negotiables that I want in the classroom. Let's look at this 3-minute video. Also, you put your personality in the video, but these are the non-negotiables that we're going to put inside of the video. Inside of the classroom. Does that make sense? So the teachers saw it. So when they went back in their classroom to set up, they had a visual. They had something in mind that what a quality classroom looked like. Very important. Very important. Hey, Miss Corbin, set up your classroom for success. Yes, I got Miss Corbin in the house. This is important. That's why I'm taking time to talk about it, because most pre-services will be in August and September. You still got a month to go. Put these things in, and do not just do it just to check the box, but do it and make sure that it's quality. I provide professional development for that. Other people do. Make sure that it is quality. Next one is this. So we got those two. Alignment with teaching standards. You must sit down with the teachers and go over the standards that they will be teaching for the year. You must sit down with the group of 8th grade math teachers, 9th grade social studies teachers, 3rd grade, they teach all subject areas. Sit down and you must align the teaching standards that you must teach in your state. If you're in Michigan, Florida, you must sit down and say, okay, these are the power standards, the key standards that we're going to teach throughout the year, the 35-40 standards. Okay, so now I got that. I'm looking at it. This is what we're going to teach each month, each week. I got it. I understand that. Not only are we going to teach it, but we're going to align it to what our district and our state standards are talking about. It's not going to be separate. So the reason why I'm teaching this, because it's going to lead to this outcome and this outcome. I'm going to say this again. The reason why I'm teaching fractions, because on our district NWA, STAR, whatever assessment that you use, fractions will be given. And then also on top of that, during our state assessment, 15% of the math questions will be on fractions. So this is why now I'm learning, I'm unpacking the standards. I'm going to say this, I'm unpacking. Don't you know when you go on a trip and you put your clothes and you take those clothes out, you unpack those clothes and put them in a drawer? I want you to be able to take 4 standards. Follow me very closely. Oh, this is getting good. Take 4 standards. Every educator on here, just take 4 standards and unpack them. Unpack them during pre-service. Unpack them. That means it's going to take about 4 hours. And I want you to unpack those standards. I want you to look at those vocabulary words. Take 3 or 4 vocabulary words out those standards. Yes, I'll put on my teacher's hat. Yes. How are you going to teach that lesson? Yes. Oh, yes. How are we going to teach that lesson? What are the key terms? What am I trying to get out from the standard? I am unpacking the standard. Write it down. Say, Hurt, I'm going to unpack. I'm going to have my teachers. I'm going to have the district. Whatever you do to unpack only 4 standards. Just start with 4. 4 standards, unpack them. It's going to take you about 1 hour to unpack one standard and just practice that. You need to do that during pre-service. Hit them emojis. Give me some love. Tell me this is sounding good. We're talking about unpacking standards. We're talking about unpacking standards. Man, people are commenting. They hurt. This is woo. You was up late last night. Yes, I was. I was up late last night getting ready for you guys. I said, listen, I'm going to bring it on today. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to bring it. We're talking about unpacking standards. Yes, unpacking the standards. So now we're about to go to number 4. Hit that yes. Yes, we are doing some stuff. We're about to go to number 4. So we got 1. We got effective teaching techniques. We got number 2, how to set up a quality classroom. Number 3, unpacking standards. So you can do the effective teaching techniques and classroom setup on one day. That could be one in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. And then now on Tuesday, we're talking about unpacking standards. So you can do that for the morning at from 8 to about 11 o'clock. You got your lunch break from 12 to 1, and now from 1 to 3 o'clock, we're talking about technology integration in the classroom. Yes. Oh, Hurt, you're actually making my schedule out for me. Yes, I'm making the schedule out for you. How good is that? Technology integration in the classroom. Focus on building educator skill and using educational technology tools, learning management systems, and data analysis during your pre-service. Make sure that, yes, I know you could turn on that whiteboard. I know you could turn on that computer, but it's not just about turning it on and say, kids, go in the back and get on Zern or iLearning or whatever it may be. No. How do you use technology in the classroom to support student learning? And not only that, all of the kids got phones. Well, put that phone up. No, how can we use the iPhone, your Android in the classroom? They're bringing it in the classroom. So how can we use technology to support the learning that's taking place inside of the classroom? That's my afternoon. So that's what I did. That was my 2 days right there. Those 4 things really help my teachers to really go to a whole nother level, And then we just did it over and over again. I didn't believe in having 15 things. Let's make it 5 things, and I'm going to get to the 5th one, but let's make it 5 things, and let's do it because all 5 of these things connect. It wasn't a separate things. All 5 of these things connect. If you even have the teachers do 4 of the 5, that is powerful. Teachers won't be, in the pre-service going to sleep and thinking it's boring and stuff like that. I know you got to do all of the stuff, but these are the 4 important. That technology is so important because you usually, when you're doing your rotations or centers, let me use the right word, one of your centers will be technology. What do I do during that? You understand? Also, you're going to be using technology as you present the lesson. How do I use it? How do I gauge my students in technology, taking it to the next level? How do I engage that? All right. Oh man, okay. I want to make sure I got 2 more minutes left. Next one is this. Each teacher needs to have a mentor teacher. You have to have a mentor teacher for your teachers. So now during pre-service, you're setting up the mentor teachers, whoever that is. You want to make sure each teacher, especially you might have long-term subs. I know a lot of people on here, 85-70% of the teachers are long-term subs. They're going to be in your classroom for the whole year. I must have a mentor for those teachers. You have some teachers that are 1st or 2nd year teachers. I need mentors for those teachers. What does that look like? How much time are they going to spend with them per week? Are you going to free up those teachers that are mentoring? time to build a mentor? Is it going to be after school? What does that look like? You want to make sure that your teachers have a mentor. Why is that important? Because we know that the first couple of weeks to a month of teaching is so important. So if you're I remember when I was a first year teacher, I had an excellent mentor, Mr. William Washington. And I made mistakes after mistakes, but he was there for me. He was there to support. He was there to walk me through everything. So that was my mentor teacher. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stop right there. It is 10:30. Just a couple of things. Thank you very much for tuning into my podcast. Make sure everybody goes to Create and Educate for their podcast at 10:30. The second thing is that please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. Hit that like button. Look at some of my materials. I have so much stuff. And last thing is that if you would like for me to come to your school and district to provide training, please inbox me. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Listen, we are just going everywhere. And make sure you pick up my book. So thank you very much. I appreciate everything for all that you're doing. Someone asked a question: are you using videos from your school or YouTube? Are you using videos from your school and YouTube? Listen, what I'm doing is that I have videos that I provide during my training. So when you hire me, you bring me in. I have videos that I use. My light went out again. That I've captured for many years. That show videos of quality classroom teaching, how classroom should be set up, how to deal with a kid that has that has a blow up. Also, I do training on how to talk to parents that might be angry or upset. So that's what the training that I have for educators that bring me in. I have a whole plethora of things that I do, and I've been doing it for someone said, how long you been doing it? I've been doing it for the last 8 years. I train or I provide trainings for schools all over the world. In a couple more weeks, I'll be in Alabama, Georgia, New York. I'm just all over the world. So just to answer your question. All right, thank you. Let's go over to Create and Educate.